Okay. Hi, YouTube. I think everything just works now. Don't know why, but we're here. Welcome everybody. Hello. Hi. I'm not sure how long everything's gonna work for, but it's been holding for the last 5 minutes. So I guess it's time to go. I'm glad I stuck around though. Hi. Yeah, sorry. I'm like weirdly flustered. Let's give people some time to like figure out how to get here, seeing as we're like super giga delayed. To make sure I can get everything all set up too. Because every time I like had to drop stream and like restart it, I lost part of my overlay. Or my overlay, my like stream setup. Hold on. SD Gundam G Gen OverWorld. Overload sounds so much better. That's a save. My settings tell me that there's someone watching, but my analytics tell me that there is not. Curious. Okay, what else can we get set up? OBS, could you recognize that I exist, please? Chat? Well, that's not helpful. Okay. Well, how's everyone doing today? You know how great I'm doing. Just utterly fantastic. Hopefully I've absorbed all of your terrible luck, though. I'm not sure how long we'll go. It might be, like, this mission's pretty close to being over. We might do this one and then another one. We'll see how close that gets us around 8. I might just go a little bit later. I still maintain that we got way too complacent with Monday starting to work suddenly for a little bit again, and we just need to assume that that's not going to be the case. I have talked to the person by whose means I am busy on Tuesdays, and they had said before that they were okay with switching things around when this was first happening. So I think we're gonna call in that. We're gonna call in that tomorrow to get that set up for next week. And then just theoretically moving forward, we won't be streaming on Mondays. We'll be streaming on Tuesdays because like I'm so tired of dealing with this. It's like dramatically impacting both like my work and like the quality of my time work. I don't want it. I do not want it. Let's all just be really deliberate while we're waiting here. Let's talk through what we need to do still. Break triggers. We have accepted both of those. Impact. Setsuna needs to defeat Zinin in 2 turns. That makes sense to me. I did look at this map while we were gone to like get some sense out of what we can do. So here are my thoughts. Thought 1. Banagher and Setsuna can kill Anna Marie this turn. I'm pretty confident. Because Setsuna does still have this attack up skill. And as far as I can tell, this also applies when he's being used as a support. So like Banagher attacks here, gets a support. Sorry, Banagher's gonna move 1 to the right to like actually get his good weapons. Pulls a support from Setsuna, attacks here, and then Setsuna like cleans this up. That also saves us the trouble having to go to combat with these 2 Ibiru S's. Once that's done, then we just have Barak here. Banagher will be far enough away that he can also use the beam guns, assuming that Barak doesn't move. So like Setsuna can then call, or sorry, Setsuna can then call Banagher for a support attack on Barak next turn, because Setsuna needs to be the one to actually finish him off, and like that's not going to work from. Like, if Setsuna is involved in the kill, but in the form of a support, like, that will not work for the impact. So that deals with this area. Once we kill him, these 2 are going to become our enemies, which is fine. They are already decently damaged. This attack pattern is also going to drain most of Banagher's energy, so, like, he's not going to be that effectual. We'll need to get to him in somewhat short order, but I'm pretty sure he's going to move to us. In the meantime, we have the Minerva, which I would like to move. Oh yeah. So this is like one of the reasons why I wanted to think about this like after stream. I want to move the Minerva down further. Howdy Gundam, welcome. Glad to see a friendly face. It seems like the tech has been beaten. I'm not sure how. I don't know what I did, but I just rolled enough times and eventually it worked. Welcome. I'm not sure what stream is like. I'm not sure how much time it's going to say stream has been on for, but you've not missed anything. We've not done anything yet. We've just like popped in many race into where we were ending last time. As far as timing goes, just for like your schedule, I'm at least going to finish this mission, and I think I will at least commit to finishing the next one also. I don't know where that's going to put us time-wise, but just like, so you know, considering our time's all like often moved up. How have you been? Have you been good? Have I like stolen all of your bad luck? If so, I would accept that as payment. While you're figuring that out, I'll go back to the Minerva. So I had thought we'd already used the Minerva when we were streaming about this, when we streamed this last week. But we can turn the Minerva around and just move it back towards the rest of our group because we don't need it to be involved in any of the kills out there. This way, our whole team is like ready to like collapse on this as soon as we like hit the impact trigger, and then we will able to like successfully. That will make this mission considerably easier. I was worried. I had it up further, and I was worried about trying to delay this enough to like force all the rest of our team to be close enough to it, but like we don't need to worry about that. We can just move the Minerva on our own right now. Because we in fact even get another move out of it next turn if we want to, before we activate the impact trigger here. Which to that point, Shin has a move of 7, 6 in space because he has B in space. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's we can't added stuff, that's fine. That's here, or we'll say we can just say next to the Zephyranthus for like reference, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's very close to the carry base. I think we might sack this gun cannon to go pick up Shin just to make that really quick. And like of all of the units to lose, I accept the gun cannon lost the most. I kind of want to test what happens if we complete the mission and there is an uncaptured unit. So I'm willing to pay that price to learn that. Which, that said, I do have plans when we get to intermission. No one deserves 4 years worth of bad luck. No one. No, it's true. Thank you. Actually, maybe Poptimus deserves it, actually. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. Like, no, maybe... I mean, there's no real person, but no, there's some real people that I could also imagine that for, too. Okay. Did you have bad Fate Grand? Oh, wait, hold on. Were you having bad luck in Fate Grand Order, or is there specifically a type of, like, bad luck in Fate Grand Order? Or is FGO not Fate Grand Order? Oh, no, we need actually some extra damage. Skill. Attack up. And then, Benager, you move, then you are going to a Beam Magnum. The support. I guess, like, these are two kind of shaky hits, but we have to take them. Because, like, if all of this doesn't work, we have 2 turns. So we could do this next turn if any of this stuff misses. And then Setsuna is going to move here because these have the same accuracy, but he has better accuracy with melee, because of course he does. Compared to my friends when I used to play, it was the worst. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. I know that feeling though, right? Like you're the one friend in you're the one friend in the gotcha circle, and everyone else is pulling like SSRs, and you're like, yeah, so rare, so cool. Yeah, but I wanted to do this as soon as possible. I was like being a big old dummy about this because like we don't have to worry about going to combat with them and then like accidentally buggering anything. And then because of this, we have this attack. Which gives us an extra excuse to like have Setsuna take some damage, hopefully. Yeah, that's fine. Right, we have defense. Oh, but that means he's a shield. Okay, hold on. No, he has a defense support. We can pull the unicorn in for defense to like block for sensitive. But like this keeps the Exia at like low HP for the future. This might be the one downside. Like if this doesn't work the way I think it does, because I'm like still not. I've been told how the defenses work. This works anyway. Okay. I've been told how defenses work. I just like feel like I've not internalized it yet. You know. Perfect. Okay. Come on. Yeah, that's fine. So we want its weak point is like probably here. So we're gonna move like roughly to this position. No, to this position. Because it has an area like yeah, it has an AoE that is you'll see in a second. You'll see in a second. Then Shin, you are going to move this way. And this will also this will be a second good test to find out if like we've already used Shin's movement. I'm really curious if that like if he'll get his extra action back. Because he's going to like switch sides now. I would imagine so because it's going to pass through a turn, but I'm really curious if that'll change anything. Looks like this is it. Retreat. Impactful. Over impactful. Anyway, I was doing more trails. Sick. I was up to 37 hours and I'm still in chapter 1. I love it. But I found the yandere who we should arrest. His statute of limitations on her case is almost up. He beware woman. I'm like largely following, but yeah, if someone's being like gross and invasive, like please get rid of them. If you want to work so badly, I'll kill you. Thanks. They'll escape pursuit at this rate. Stay sharp. We didn't wish for this to happen. I have to stop you guys. Oh, that's so lame. Okay, I thought we talked about this. I thought we said they kept the same HP. So no, they don't. They do get healed. I mean, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Like we wanted you to get up here anyway. Oh, right, but you're not capturable yet, which is fine. That's fine. We can still fix that. We can still like deal with that. Oh wait, you were moving up here anyway. Yeah, you're moving up here anyway. Right, we just actively need to take this down still. Okay. Again, I feel like I've not fully internalized this, so let's. You can pull supports from here, right? Because you're squad captain. Okay, great. Do you have any defenses we need to worry about? No, not. You know, we should be looking at this page. When set as executive officer, shooting, melee, reaction, defense, and awaken increase by 5. Maybe I will learn later that none of these skills can ever actually make a difference, but I don't know the top of my head, so we should be looking at these. When set as a ship's operator, shooting increases by 5. When set as a ship's helmsman, reaction by 5. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm seeing the common pattern that a thing that has the word sense in it is relative to its location, increasing that stat. I also checked in on my favorite in-universe idol group. They were depressed that a new idol group took their stage last minute at the start of the chapter. Now they got their group back. That's good. Love that. I also did not imagine that world having an idol group in it. I get it. I understand that's like part of the cultural ethos right now, especially. But that was not what I thought you were going to tell me about. But I'm here for it. Okay, so they have no defensive properties to worry about. Then we are just like full sending on as much damage as we can. Them evading is obnoxious, but I think that's just going to have to be the way of it. When I was looking at skills, I did see that we can do extra damage to pinpoint. That might be relevant for one of our pilots. We might want to try and grab that. If I'm understanding this correctly, this should then be able... No, that doesn't. Why does that not pull... Why does that not get this man's support? Oh, because it's literally one outside the range. Okay. So instead, if we go like here, then we should. Okay, great. Okay. I am understanding this, right? Because he's the squad captain right now. Yeah. Okay. This seems fine to me. We probably didn't actually need that support attack, but I'm like still not great on estimating damage. Sick. Critical damage. We're losing control. The enemy did their job well. The Minerva has to retreat. Great. I think we can start putting points into attack here. Like, that mobility was fine. I know it's a little bit high. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit higher because we were looking at a battleship, but that's okay. Oh, yeah, we do also need to check our pilots and see if we can, like... We need to check our pilots and see if we can, like, put them in units that are more appropriate for them. Assuming that everybody who is that pilot is on board. But I assume they're going to be. Right, there, we saved ourselves that. That's also going to be a great addition to the team. Trails Universe tech moves fast like about 6 years ago. In Universe, the internet is now, and they don't even have walls for it yet. That's interesting though. I like that we have. I appreciate that they are trying to be like extra diegetic. Is extra diegetic not the word? That like the world is scaling in a way that makes sense to the world that we are a part of. I really like when fiction does that. Like some of my favorite like classic literature and horror literature does exactly that thing. Okay. Yeah. Is so slow. This is so slow. Yeah, we are 100% going to be getting a pilot that has the ability to capture with a master skill after this. I just want to figure out how to get more characters that have, like, how do we get more units that can have master skills? Not like, I know every pilot can learn master skills. I want to have multiple units on the field that can all use their master skills. I'm assuming we're not going to have literally one character that can do that in the whole game. I'm assuming. I figured it was going to be like tied for battleship, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Right? Like, this has a master here. So I'm assuming each battleship gets a master unit. Yeah, oh yeah, we talked about this. We talked about this. Every team is a squad of 4, so we were saying like 2 squads plus 1 master is usually 9. It's just that the carry base only gets 1 team to it. Also, my favorite couple NPCs, so Bopper might be getting together. The girl Selma got dumped by her boyfriend by being too big. She takes up jogging and runs into Lodi, a cyclist, and they hit it off. I hope there's a healthy relationship there. I'm like worried that it's going to like reinforce her like the behavior of like, you're not the right size for me, therefore you should change, and that she like gets a partner who also encourages that just the other way. That's the potential to be very cute. Can I hold on? How does this work? Okay, that's a support defense. Okay, so I can either call a support defense or I can. Oh, because it's the same character. I wonder if we can get both a support attack and a support defense if we had, like, multiple characters that could do it. I'd rather the consistency of damage. I feel like with how scary this is going to be, I am also maybe going to be okay if we lose the units at the top. Like, actually, I don't think we're ever getting to those. Maybe I should have just, like, about face. Okay. I was being too ambitious. We still get to test it, but We're gonna go back down here to grab the hand cannon instead. We're gonna test it with these two up here. Because I know practically nothing about these units, so like this means nothing to me. I like care more about the cannon, you know? Well, they aren't dating, but I'm very interested in them coming together. I mean, yeah, sure. I just like, I agree with you that it feels like they're gonna get together. Like that feels very meat cutie. But I'm very interested. I'm Lodi helping her out and also taking up jogging. Sama hasn't brought up her weight, but she's found out she likes running. Okay, I mean, like that seems like that could be healthy. That seems like that could be healthy. Right? If it's like I'm motivated through this, I'm motivated about this through you because you are just like invested in it. Hold on. There's some like stream debuff happening with me right now. Hold on. What is cover? That's interesting. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I like the angle that it's like I'm invested in this thing that you are also invested in. That it feels more coming from the approach of like mutual hobby rather than like here's a thing that you should do. So that seems good. But yeah, so we're gonna, I know that we will use all of the energy on all of these, but I think A, there aren't enough enemies left, and B, he could evade a lot of them, so I'd rather get enough I'd rather get as many attacks in as possible in one action to try and like take him out, right? I am definitely going to extra value the fact that we can put 3 attacks queued one after another before the enemy gets the time to take, before the enemy gets the opportunity to take an action. I am probably going to look rather wasteful in a lot of my actions because I'm going to prioritize making those attacks. But like it seems such an easy way to mitigate a lot of the accuracy rolling when we don't have things like focused or bullseye to spend, you know. That's fine. Okay, that's a little scary. Like the way NPCs just have lives outside the main plot. Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. This to me sounds a lot like what people really say they like about Skyrim, but it's like only kind of ever a little bit present in Skyrim. This seems exceedingly compelling that the world just like exists outside of you. Like Sama is wandering in Horizon, is questioning her feelings that she might like Lobby a lot. Yeah, no, I like that the world lives like more than just because you are there. Oh no, are we losing it again? I think we're gonna get accuracy. That seems the most relevant. No, I think we're fine. Okay, maybe it was just a blip. Yeah, but like I can't be dealing with this anymore. I am shaving off days of my life because of this. Oh no. Well, let us sit through the attack animation to like give ourselves back. It feels like we're catching back up. I mean, only kind of, right? Because like as far as YouTube's concerned, Gundam, you ain't here. Oh. Well, I'm glad we held out for what we did. This relationship has been going for technically 3 games now. I'm very interested in how this relationship progresses as it goes through the games. Yeah, I do also like that you have this like you can like see there is longevity to a lot of the like extra universe interactions, that you're not just like going to finish that side quest by the end of the game and like force that relationship to be completed, you know. I guess we didn't beat the tech issues quite so much, did we? Yeah, like, oh, man, this is so behind. Okay, well, while that's trying to catch itself up, I guess let's, like, read through how these defenses work. Oh, right, okay. Man, it held out for a bit. I thought it was gonna be fine. Okay, so this is probably regular. How do we check that? Oh no, I see. Okay, this is special shooting. These are both beam shooting. I was hoping that the yellow light laser was going to indicate that it was, like, piercing. This, or penetrating, sorry. This is penetrating. Rapid shooting. Okay. Yeah, so we should have used a grenade launcher instead. That's my bad. Well, not that y'all might see this anyway. Saw the eye field check pop up. That was like a couple minutes ago. Not a couple minutes ago, a minute or two ago. No, we're back to green.